Now let's go to plot this layout. Again, now I'm showing the dotted line here. The dotted line usually much, or I should say, a quarter inch from the edge of paper, but this dotted line shows where nothing will plot out. On a PDF plot, it's right on the edge, but any real printer, it would be about a quarter inch, 3/8 away from the edge to allow for the rubber rollers. So let's go to the print plot icon on the quick access toolbar, or the application menu, I should say. Either way, click continue to plot. Very few things this early in your training. Select what printer you want to use. I don't have one connected to this printer, so I'm just going to plot a PDF file. Almost the same as plotting on a real printer, except I don't get a sheet of paper. I get a file instead. Select the printer if you have a choice of your printer. By all means, select the layout to print. You've invested a lot of time on title block and border and everything in your layout, so print your layout. Keep it as 1:1 scale, so what you see on your screen is what you get on the paper. Click apply to layout. Change the profile if it's not what you want already. Apply to layout has AutoCAD remember all these settings, so you don't have to change them each time you plot. Click preview. Oh, set the pen assignments to none or CBT. I forget which is default, but that's, in my opinion, old-fashioned to get with plot styles. Click preview. Oh, there's apply to layout. Can't click it too much. Click preview, and this is how it's going to plot out. Notice the line weights are pretty heavy. Not correct, but they'll show. Right here in the drawing, the viewport crops off a little bit of its display, so that's why we don't see the entire display here. Remember, viewports are on a non-plotting layer, so they will not plot out. So this is pretty close to what you see is what you get on the sheet of paper. Okay, right-click plot. This PDF printer will ask you what you want to name it, where you want to put it. I often just leave it by default for sending on the email. Click save. And this is what it's going to look like on your PDF file that you can attach to email or insert in a graphic. Let's close that. What else? That's about it for now. Remember, 2 ways to make a layout. Go to the layout tab. We learned the rectangle method and the object method. There are named sets of viewports. You can have all these different arrangements, but in my opinion, you can easily create the viewports separately and set the scale to them all and align them up all that way. Let's cancel out. Once you've got the viewport to the right scale, quite likely you'll want to cut the wires to the telephoto camera, so to speak. There's several ways of doing that. While your hands are in model space, come over and click on the padlock in the status bar. I'm clicking about 2/3 of the way to the right. A little padlock turns into a blue padlock when the viewport is locked. Now, when I'm double-clicked here, I got a model space active. Now, by golly, I cannot ruin the zoom and pan within that viewport. Do that pretty early, because it's very, very easy to accidentally ruin the zoom scale and pan of a viewport. All set. Again, go to plot icon. Disregard that warning. Print preview again. Again, the viewports should not plot out because you put them on a separate unique viewports layer in a light color set to never plot. That's about it for now.